everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of like a makeup tutorial for you guys. I wanted to do something quick and easy and affordable for kind of like back to school slash fall. I know that this look might be a little bit more than what most people would wear for back to school. I intended on it to be a bit more natural than this, but then typical Kelsey decided to, you know, take it to like the glam level. But yeah, if you want to see how I got this quick and easy fall look, then just keep watching. Alright, so jumping right on into it, I am taking the Pixie Beauty Glow Mist, and I'm just spraying that all over my face to make sure my skin has some hydration. Then for the primer, I'm going to use the NYX Angel Veil Primer, and I'm just going to apply this all over my face, mostly in my T-zone. This will help my foundation last longer and just go on a bit more smooth. For my foundation, I'm going to take the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour Breathable Foundation, and I'm just going to apply that all over my face. I like this foundation because it has like a medium coverage to it. It's not too full coverage, but still gives me enough kind of for day-to-day use. I also love this foundation because it really is buildable, so I personally like a bit more of a full coverage look, so I put 2 layers of this on just to give me that coverage that I do like. This foundation also kind of has more of like a natural finish to it, I would say. It's not too dewy, but not too matte looking. It's just kind of like the perfect everyday foundation. And it's drugstore. So once I have that all nice and blended in, I'm going to go in with some concealer, and for that I'm going to use the NYX Dark Circle Concealer in the shade Fair. I don't know about you guys, but this time of year getting back into a routine is very hard and I get dark circles very easily. So I love this concealer because it really helps brighten up the under eyes, and you don't need a lot at all. A small amount goes a long ways. I also take it up onto my eyelids to kind of help prep my eyeshadow. So I'm using just a little brush to apply it first, but then I'll go in with my damp beauty blender just to make sure that everything is nice and blended seamlessly into my foundation. Once I have that all blended in, I'm going to go and set my under eyes. To do that, I'm using the Rimmel Stay Matte Setting Powder, and I'm just going to apply a little bit underneath my eyes, and I'm also going to apply a little bit anywhere I tend to get oily, so like my forehead, around my nose, down onto my chin. I absolutely love this setting powder. It is so good and so inexpensive. Next, for eyes, I'm going in with this Pro Fusion Smoky Eye Palette. I honestly don't have too many eyeshadow palettes from the drugstore, but any kind of neutral palette will work. I'm taking a creamy white shade and applying that on to my lid and kind of up onto my brow bone, just to kind of help act as a base and like kind of like a transition shade. So I'm just using a big fluffy brush to get that color on. Then I'm going to go in with this kind of warm tan brown shade, and I'm going to apply that to the outer V of my eye and then up onto my crease, and I'm kind of blending it pretty high up into the crease to give me kind of like an easy smoky look. So I'm just taking windshield wiper motions back and forth and kind of building up the color until I kind of get it the way that I would like. Next, I'm going in with kind of this chocolate brown shade from the palette, and I'm going to take it on the same brush and apply it to the same kind of areas that I did before, onto that outer corner and then up into the crease. I'm not applying this shade quite as high. I'm just wanting to kind of deepen and define my natural crease, but still make it kind of smoky and blend it out at the same time. For my lid shade, I'm actually going to be going in with this highlighter, and it is the Pixie Beauty Glossomer Duo in the shade Delicate Dew. I love using a highlighter as an eyeshadow because it has a nice sheen to it without being like too chunky or glittery, so it just looks really beautiful and like healthy on the eyelids, if that makes sense. Next, I'm going to be going in and doing some eyeliner. This is something that I always do, but if it's not something that you do, then feel free to skip this step. But I am using the NYX Matte Liquid Liner and just applying a thin line on my upper lash line and just winging it out just slightly. I also went and quickly did my other eye and finished up my eyebrows. And to do my eyebrows, I used the Maybelline Studio Tattoo Gel, I believe it's called. I'll leave everything listed down below. Now to finish up the face, I'm gonna go and kind of add a little bit of like highlight and contour to it. So I'm taking this Kiss contour palette and I'm applying that kind of yellow banana shade to my under eyes to help brighten it up even more. As you can see, it really does help kind of make your face look nice and awake and kind of brings attention to the center of your face. Next, I'm going to take the warmer shade to kind of like contour slash bronze the skin. This is a nice kind of neutral shade. It's not too warm or too cool. So I'm taking it on kind of like a tapered brush and just applying it to where you would normally contour. But I'm just making sure I blend this out really good so it's not too harsh for everyday wear. For blush, I'm going to go in with this NYX Ombre blush in the shade Mauve Me. And I'm just going to apply it to the apples of my cheeks and then blend it back into that contour. I think that this shade is beautiful for fall and looks absolutely amazing on every skin tone. And then, of course, I'm going to highlight my face, and I'm going to use the same highlight that I used on my eyes, the Pixie Duo in the shade Delicate Dew. And I'm going to apply it to the high points of my face, so my cheekbones, my nose, a little bit onto like my Cupid's bow. I love this highlighter. I absolutely cannot get enough of it. And then I'm going to go and finish up my eyes. So I'm going to take the same eyeshadow palette that I was using before, and I'm going to go in with that first light brown shade that I used on kind of like a smudgy, soft definer brush, and I'm going to use that to kind of smoke out my lower lash line and just kind of bring a bit more definition to my eyes. So I'm just taking a little bit at a time, but then just really smoking it out and blending back and forth. I'm not picking up much product on my brush at all. I'm just really wiggling it back and forth and blending it downwards to get that nice smoked out look. After that, I'm going to take the NYX Worth the Hype mascara and just apply a few coats of mascara to my lashes. One of my favorite tips and tricks to help make yourself look more awake and more fresh is to add a white or nude eyeliner to your waterline. This will help the whites of your eyes look more bright and will also help your eyes look a bit more open and more awake. The one I'm using today is the Pixie Eye Brightener Eyeliner. So I'm just applying that into my waterlines, and it instantly makes you just look so much more fresh and more awake, like you actually got a good night's sleep. For my lips, I wanted to do a little bit of like a berry tone, but I still wanted it to be pretty wearable every day. So I'm using the Essence Berry Lip Liner and just outlining my lips with that. And then I'm going to be taking the NYX Lip Lingerie in the shade Ruffle Trim. And I'm just going to apply that and kind of blend them in together until they kind of form a nice berry, but still kind of natural lip color at the same time. So there is the final look. I hope you guys liked it, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys!